Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Francis Ifeacho, and I am an INFJ life coach, an author, a speaker, and also a spiritual teacher. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to my channel. And this channel is made. I made this channel to share my life experiences and as well as my knowledge on spiritual topics as well. And the topic for today is going to be astral projection. So, coming from a Christian faith, growing up, astral projection was something to be feared. It was something that had a negative connotation. And over the years, I became spiritual, and I had to work through I had to redefine what astral projection meant to me and let go of the negative connotations that I had grown up with as a child, hearing from my environment about it, that it was something to be feared and negative. And I'm sure that a lot of people that come from a Christian faith will resonate with me on this. So, for a lot of people, you may have already heard about astral projection and what it means. And if you don't know what it is, I'm more than happy to explain and share my thoughts on the topic for today being the astral projection. So, without much further ado, let's get started. So in almost every video, I always like to start off by saying that we're not physical. You're not your physical body that you can touch and feel. That's not the main you. The real you is your soul. That is your real essence. That is your soul. And your soul, we are souls having a human experience on earth at this time. We're not just human beings who happen to be wandering through life by chance. There's a reason for everybody who is on earth at this time. Every soul chose to incarnate on earth to take on a physical body and be here in this time and in this space and time to experience life and to grow and evolve on a spiritual level. So now, astral projection. What is projection? Now, beyond the earth plane that we know, there's the astral realm, and then the other realms after that. Now, astral projection is a process where the soul that lies within the human body willingly exits the body and goes to the astral realm on a tour or to travel. And this is where the soul leaves the body and projects itself outwards, and it goes on a journey in the astral realm, and then it comes back. Now, so you might have a question about, oh, so what happens to the human body when the soul astral projects? So when the soul leaves, it hasn't left permanently, like as you would have in the case of a death, because the soul is still tied to the body through an energetic cord that ties it back to the body. So technically, the body is still living, even though the soul projects itself outwards. The body is still alive, and the soul is able to come back to the human body. And you might have a question or fear about what happens if the soul leaves or astral projects, and another wandering soul or disconnect soul or a spirit that has passed on chooses to take on that body. Normally it doesn't work because with that energetic cord that is still linking the human body to the soul, no other soul is able to take possession of the body while the soul is actually projecting. Now, some people, to be on the safe side, before they before they astral project, they call in the assistance of the spirit guides or the angels, and to guide them through the process and keep them safe from any evil or harmful spirits that may seek to scare the soul that has astral projected. And if it's your first time trying to astral project, it could be a scary experience. But the more you start to practice and do it, the easier it becomes. I remember the first time I tried to astral project in 2012. I followed the required process, and I did come close to astral projecting at the time. So what happened was I followed the process, and normally, as you're following the process, there's a process to be followed. As you are following the process, you might start to feel a buzzing sound or tingling in your head or your ears, and that is how you start to know that the soul is getting ready to project, astral project from the body. So it's a process where you calm the body down, but still keep the mind active, but still keep your consciousness aware, but shut the body down as if you're going to sleep. So in that state, the body is calm and rested, as if it's about to fall asleep, but your conscious mind is still awake. So in that moment, there are signs that you feel like a buzzing in your head, or you feel vibrations in your legs or in your body that shows that the soul is getting ready to pop out, and you can willingly or in your mind's eye will yourself out of your body. And for me, I could feel when I tried it the first time, I was a bit scared because saying I come from a Christian faith, and there was this negative connotation to it. So if you have some fears around it, and it's the first time trying to astral project, it might be difficult because your fears can actually hinder your process of projecting or your initial experience that you have. So you want to have a calm, open mind as much as possible when you try to project. So for me, I noticed that as soon as I calmed my body down and my consciousness was still awake, I felt this. I felt the buzzing sound, and my hands and my legs were vibrating. And the next thing I knew, I noticed that my the legs and hands of my soul were floating in the air. I could feel myself floating above my legs, and then my head too was starting to my. It's hard to explain, but when the soul takes shape in the human body, it takes on the shape of the human body as well. So at that time, your soul is shaped like a body still. So your soul has legs and hands and head and everything. So my legs were floating in the air, and then my hands, I could feel my hands starting to come out as well, and my head, but I just could not. I just felt stuck in my heart space, and no matter how hard I tried, at first it was hard, and I felt myself pulling back into my body, and you can always will yourself back to your body. So if you think the thought in your mind, oh, I want to get back into my body, bam, you're right back into your body. And it took me a couple of tries until I was able to successfully astral project. Some people are very, very, but the more you do it, the better you become at it. And it could be a very fun experience to go out there in the astral realm and travel and experience. And it helps to expand your awareness and your consciousness that you're not your human body, you're more of a soul having a human experience at this time and space here on earth. So it's nothing to be worried about. It's nothing to be feared about. If you do have your any fearful, if you have a if you have fears about it, or if you have doubts about it, or just anything in general that can hinder your experience, especially if it's your first time. And you also want to be careful too, because there are harmful spirits and disconnected souls that are wandering around, and they feed off of your fear. So if you are very fearful and you come across these evil spirits, they cannot harm you, but they can feed off your fear. So if you're very fearful, they can use that to give you the illusion that they have power over you. But it's nothing to be feared. It's a nice experience, and I've had other experiences of that after my first time. Some people might have it easier the first time they try it, and if you have any experiences in astral projecting, I would like to hear your experience. Please drop your experience in the comment section. And if it's your first time and you're excited, please drop a yes in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. And one last thing, I am a life coach. I offer different coaching services. If you need to book a session with me, please click the link below in the comment section to book your coaching call. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Bye bye.